You're listening to 91.1 KWSB in Gunnison, the Penguin. I see radio as it's something that you can connect with in a different way than television, certainly. It's a different kind of media. No, I wouldn't say forgotten, but it's certainly changed over the years.
Kwsb is unpredictable, and that's a wonderful thing for a place like Gunnison, if you know what I'm talking about. I mean, Gunnison itself needs culture, and Kwsb is part of that.
I'm Sydney Tolliver, and I am the music director for Kwsb.
I'm Courtney Wheeler, I'm 21, and I am the Promotions and Development Director.
Chad Herbert, I am 22 years old, and I am the station trainer.
I'm Trevor Mark. I'm the station manager here at KWSB.
My name is Steven Shepler. I am 22 years old. I'm a senior here at Western State, and I am the production director.
Sports director here at Kwsb.
Terry Schliessman, and I'm faculty advisor for KWSB and also general manager.
Well, right now what we're doing is Trevor's making a stinger for his show to promote it, so we can throw it on our automation system and let the Valley know when Trevor's show is. And as you can see, it's a painstaking process sometimes. It's hard to get what we need to say recorded properly, and it's a lot of editing. Gosh, Trevor, I sure wish I had a beard like yours.
Well, Lee, it's a scientific fact that shit.
Hey, Trevor, host of The Epic Perspective.
I need to rehearse. Where can I hear more music of 60s Where can I hear more music?
Hi, Trevor.
You don't need to stop. Well, as station manager, I basically oversee all of the different things that different responsibilities that the different departments have within the station. So we have a music department, a news department, a sports department, promotions, production, a couple others, training, and I basically oversee what the various people I've hired do and make sure that they're doing their job.
I have to be at every home football and basketball game, and then I do the usually play-by-play commentary, unless I can find somebody who's better at it than I am, which isn't all that hard. Then getting the scores to Glenn or Josh, who's ever doing the news, and then you have to find people to run the board when we're out at the stadium or in the gym. I'm responsible for taking the feeds from other stations, usually 98.3, and so we can bring you guys away games.
Alright, so we're up here at Mountaineer Stadium, up here at KWSB's booth. This is where Lee usually operates. We got two headsets here. We can control the volume from out here, so we don't have to be in the studio, although we have Sydney, who thank you so much, Sydney, for being in the booth with us this Saturday.
That's no problem, Steve. Thank you. Whenever you run the board for the game, there's only a few things that you have to do. Like over here, it has to be set to football, because there's the gym and Quigley and everything. And then pot 4 has to be set up to A. And then you just gotta turn the sports feed on and turn on. And then you get Steve or Lee or whoever else in the booth calling the game.
So my responsibilities here at KWSB, I am in charge of the production. So I am in charge of creating PSAs, public service announcements for area people like in the town, organizations on campus. I create station IDs and stingers. Stingers are a little promo prior to a show that you play just to kind of introduce what's going to be happening, what's going on.
I go through all the new music that I get sent. Most of it's crap and it gets thrown out and given away in the free box outside. or I label it and put it in the station and recommend tracks and which songs we can and cannot play on Kwsb. They say bad words. I also try to get more music and more record companies, which I've gotten about 10 more since I've been here.
I am ultimately responsible for all operations. That's what a general manager is. Although I don't really oversee the day-to-day operations, that's the station manager's job. So I'm working more on long-term funding issues, equipment, acquisition and repair and all of that, so the maintenance of the station. I'm also working on the educational component of the station, so I'm trying to recruit students into the radio station by teaching a class that orients students to broadcasting in general and KWSB.
As station trainer, I am basically responsible for making sure the class that is associated with the radio station, it's a Koth 261 I believe, I'm responsible for making sure that all the students in that class learn how to become a DJ here in this station. The complete training process here at Kwsb involves doing what we call a voice tape, which is very simple, just to get a feel for hearing yourself talk so you're not too freaked out when you hear that. And then after that you'll sit in with a DJ who's already on the air, who is already licensed and doing a show. After that there's a simulation show, which isn't broadcast, but it's a chance for people to get a feel for structuring a show here at Kwsb. After that, they will do a live show, which is very similar to the sim show, except it's actually broadcast. And when they finish that, there's just a short test, and then they are licensed DJs, and they can get a show time and come in and do a radio show.
I go into all the local businesses and I try to get them to underwrite with the station, which is basically advertising, except I can only give facts about the business, but they pay me, and then I usually work with Steven, the production manager, to get some underwriting made, and then we put it into production and get it on the radio. For the promotion side, I've made t-shirts and bandanas and try to hand out a bunch of posters, just try to get Kwsb's name out into the public any way possible. And it's a lot of fun.
I think for the most part that Kwsb is an alternative to some very traditional choices in radio, some very predictable choices in radio. You just don't know what you're going to get with Kwsb.
KWSB 91.1 FM, The Penguin.
KWSB 91.1 FM.
91.1 KWSB in Gunnison. Thanks for tuning in.
You're here in Kwsb radio station in Taylor Hall. You stay sunny, Gunny.
Rocking the Gunnison Valley for over 40 years now.